For 5 easy payments of $19.99, I will be sharing the secrets of the wealthy, a 200-year-old strategy for... That's not right. Hello and welcome to the Durham Talents channel. My name is Jesse Durham. For today's episode of our Myths, Mysteries, and Misconceptions playlist, we're going to be addressing this idea that infinite banking is this 200-year-old strategy of the wealthy. I don't like it. That one bothers me, and we're going to address it. So I think there's a bit of a misconception. Let me start right off of the bat by saying that whole life insurance, has it been around for a long time? Absolutely, of course. And I do think that properly structured whole life policies with mutual companies that pay dividends are the ideal financial asset and entity to use for becoming your own banker. Okay, as based off of the book Becoming Your Own Banker by R. Nelson Nash. But whole life has been around for a very long time. It predates man flight. It predates the automobile. It certainly predates me. And we own multiple policies with multiple companies. We love whole life insurance. And there's no question that there have been plenty of examples throughout history where even popular culture. So I'll think of, right now I'm thinking of It's a Wonderful Life, one of our family favorites when it comes to watching Christmas time movies. It's a Wonderful Life. There's even a scene in that movie where the main character is trying to use the equity of his whole life insurance for a business deal. So folks have bought whole life insurance to have guaranteed death benefit, etc., and also a cash value because it's a valuable financial asset. Okay, otherwise the cash value of a policy wouldn't exist. And folks have used their cash value for different things throughout history. And some popular examples would be, and of course there are plenty of examples of, well-known examples and just layman's examples of where the death benefit, of course, has impacted people's lives. The beneficiaries, which is commendable, honorable. It's good. But there are living benefits to having whole life insurance policies. And the Walt Disneys of the world, Walt Disney launched Disneyland, of course, with cash values from policies. Miss Christopher launched Pampered Chef, the Pampered Chef company, a company that Warren Buffett's company ended up buying. That business idea was funded from a whole life insurance policy, and there are others, JCPenney, so payroll during the Great Depression, all kinds of great examples where yes, folks had used whole life insurance, being able to leverage the cash values for things that they wanted to do, start a business, get through hard times, whatever. So again, big fans. I'm a big fan. We're big fans here in our household of owning whole life policies. But the idea of infinite banking, the infinite banking concept as conceived and described by R. Nelson Nash in his book, Becoming Your Own Banker, and in his second book, Building Your Warehouse of Wealth, and is described in his 6.5 long live seminar that can still be seen. I'd encourage you, those are the original source materials is what I'm saying to the infinite banking concept. See, Nash took this conventional product, whole life insurance. That's a very conventional product. Who hasn't heard of whole life insurance? Okay. But using it in an unconventional way. He added scale. Nash contributed scale and structure, saying that, well, you could become your own banker by building and owning and operating a system of properly structured policies, structured for the banking purpose, so that you could add scale to what we had seen done throughout history, of course, the Walt Disneys and the others that we just mentioned. He added scale, he added structure, and he did it so in a way, he codified it in such a way that someone like me that read his book in 2015 was able to come in and then do things like pay off tens of thousands of dollars of debt, personally finance home renovations, multiple vacations, buy business equipment, pay property taxes, do private lending. I mean, we've done all kinds of things now for the better part of a decade. But it's not because infinite banking was this mystical, mysterious 200-year-old strategy of the wealthy, right? So that probably should have been saved for the bloopers, but it just came right here in the main content. I enjoy using voices. You can let me know down in the comments or give me some feedback on whether you appreciate the voices or not. That more often than not only show up in our bloopers. But it is a misconception that whole life insurance in and of itself, without Nelson, without his book, Becoming Your Own Banker, is this 200. It's not. It's a financial product and a very valuable one. I love it. I am a purchaser of whole life insurance policies. Okay. But for this purpose. So I'm just saying, I'm not the only one who talks about infinite banking in the infinite banking footprint. And I do think that it's valuable for you to know who you're listening to, where you're learning things from, what's that person, what are they personally practicing in their life? We are our own bankers and have been for the better part of a decade now, of course. So I'm just saying that one does bother me because I believe in giving honor to whom honor is due. If Nelson hadn't have done what he did to educate folks and to spread the word about what he had discovered himself about becoming your own banker, then I wouldn't be where I'm at right now, and I'm very appreciative. And this is part of my way of acknowledging that and giving thanks for that, because I never got to personally meet R. Nelson Nash. It's something that I very much regret. I wished I would have had the mental wherewithal to make an effort to do that, but I was busy in life. We were paying off debt. We were growing as a family, but I'm very appreciative. And that's why I like having conversations and sharing my views on infinite banking. And of course, working with clients day in and day out, working with clients or having conversations with prospective clients about what it could look like for them to get started in becoming their own banker, of course. But that's a bit of a way for me to give thanks. Perhaps particularly this playlist that we have on the myths and the mysteries and the misconceptions that surround the infinite banking footprint, the whole life footprint. And this is one of them, that this 200-year-old strategy of infinite banking is accessible to you. Let's give credit where credit is due. R. Nelson Nash, his book, Becoming Your Own Banker. And I love that Nelson actually even in his book says that, hey, I've written this book not even for the financial professionals of the world. They should read it too, of course. All the life agents, they should be reading this. But he wrote it for me and you. He wrote it for folks and if you don't know much of our story, we were just consumers. We were just practitioners of implementing infinite banking for years before I got licensed and in the space and started professionally coaching and mentoring folks and writing business and designing policies for folks to begin their own journey of becoming their own banker. I was just somebody that was interested in getting out of debt and leaving a legacy for my family. And I loved the idea of the independence and the autonomy of having a privatized banking system. That was for me. And Nelson wrote the book for us, for the layman, for the common person. And anything in this space, the wide world of the interwebs, that adds some sense of behind the curtains or some feeling of secrets of the way. I'm not saying there aren't secrets in life. I'm not saying that wealthy folks don't know things or have conversations that everybody else. So what I'm saying is that becoming your own banker, it can be for you. It was for me. It can be for you. There's nothing taboo, shouldn't be anything taboo about money, about personal finance, but it's personal. So there's that. People are involved, so that always causes problems, right? But I just wanted to do my part in pushing back on that theme, if you've heard it, that infinite banking is this 200-year-old strategy. No. Whole life, let's give it its due. It can stand on its own 2 feet. It is the ideal financial asset for the banking purpose. No question about it. Let's also give the due to R. Nelson Nash in conceiving and codifying this concept for us. So if you would like to have a conversation about how to implement the infinite banking concept into your household or your business or your investing, then reach out to www.durhamtalents.com. Let's have a conversation. It's free for us to have a consultation call. You can get in my calendar. And this has been a great conversation for me. I hope you have a great day. Take care. Oh yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hello and welcome to the Durham Talents channel. My name is we can do that one regular. That's okay. For today's installment, I drew that out, didn't I? Hello and welcome to the Durham Talents It's all good. For 5 easy payments of $19.99, I will be sharing the secrets of the wealthy, a 200-year-old strategy. Nah. All right, let's do this. We're getting into bloopers before we're getting the actual thing done. Yes, just a bunch of marketing strategies. Folks trying to pull the wool over the eyes of people. A 200-year-old strategy. That's not right. You didn't tell them, son. Tell them, boy. Yeah. All right, that's enough of that.